Hello friends, this is Abhinav and you're watching Java Programming Tutorials. In my last video, shown you this program, a simple program to print simple statements. Now let's get with advanced. This program was just to print statements, like you can see here. Hello, this is my first Java program. How are you? Bye bye. This time, let's get a bit advanced. So, to create a new Java file, do you remember the shortcut? Alt Shift N, class. I'll name it sum. Oops. Finish. And here you go. And do you remember the magic word? Public static void main string args. Then now I'll show you how to create variables. Variables are basically data members to store values. So to store an integer, whether negative or positive, we use int, like int a. I'll set a. You can name it anything, but it has to follow some naming conventions. So check out those conventions before naming them. And I'll set its value to 9. Or you can set it to negative 18 or anything. And of course, a semicolon at the end. Now, what if you have to store a decimal number with a point? For that, you can use double, D-O-U-B-L-E, double B equals 6.5. Now, what if you want to store a sentence? String str equals anything you want, like hello, and a semicolon at the end. So these are some variables, data types. These things are known as data types in double string. These are the most common ones you'll use in programming. There are others also, like char and float and long short byte. There are a ton of it. You don't need to know all of them. Now let's try some operations with these variables. Firstly let's create another int b equals 90. Now if you want to find the sum of these two variables a and b, So to store the sum, we need another variable, and I'm gonna name it sum. And sum equals a plus b. Make sure not to include something like int here. Sum equals a plus b. Does it say? Oh, we have like two variables. So let's remove these two at the time being. So now this variable sum contains the sum of a and b. And make sure that both of these are integers only. If you try to store a double, that is a decimal value, in an integer, it's gonna give you an error. An error. Cause it's like storing 10 liters of water in 1 liter bottle. It can't hold that much. The size of decimal is much more than integer, and int can't hold so much. So make sure to include as int only. Now just print it. Send that out the println print line. You should remember this. And if you want to print the values of a and b, just write it down as a. And if you want to print a specific character, then place it in the the inverted commas, and then place the word in it, the character. So I'm gonna say a plus b plus equals plus sum. So it's not gonna print a plus b equals sum. It will print negative 18 plus 90 equals whatever. Just look at it. Negative 18 plus 90 equals 72. What if we want them to divide, to multiply? Multiply f equals a times b, and just print it also. I'm gonna just copy it and change this to equals multiply. Let's add this. A minus b. In the same way, divide a over b. A minus b equals, wait, subtract and finally a OB equals divide. Let's check it out. Negative 18 plus 90 72, negative 18 minus 90 negative 16 20, negative 18 minus negative 90 equals negative 108.